Hello everyone, I'm Paul and this is problem 2075, Decode the Slanted Ciphertext. This is a medium one and next I will show you my thought process and efficient solution. Our job is simple. We are given some encoded text and we need to decode it to get and return the original text. So let's say that we're given this input. First, we need to understand how do we encode text. For this, we need a grid. We are given the amount of rows of this grid. In this case, we need 3. And we are placing the characters in the text in this grid from left to right and from top to bottom. So we start here. First we have a C, then we have H, then we have a space, then we have another space, then another space, then I, then E, and so on. So how do we read the original text in this grid? We start from top left corner and we are iterating diagonals. So we start with this one. First we have C, then I, then P, and then we continue with this diagonal. Here we have H, then E, and finally R. And that's it. As you can see here, the original string does not have any trailing spaces, so we don't care about this. The result in this case is this word. So the first question here is, how do we get the number of columns? We know that this grid has 3 rows. We are given this number, but we are not given these 4 columns. So how do we get this number? Well, we can take the length of the string that we are given, in this case 12, divided by the amount of rows. We are splitting the text in the amount of rows that we are given, and that's how we get 4, which corresponds to the number of columns. The next question here is, how can we iterate every value in these diagonals? Well, let's say that we are using I for rows and J for columns. We can start from here and iterate every index from 0 up to the amount of rows. And the value that we want every time is in grid at I. Why? Well, let's say that I is 0. We are looking at row 0, column 0, meaning at this value. If I is 1, we are looking at row 1, column 1, meaning this value. If I is 2, we are looking at this index and this index, which corresponds to this value. Now, how can we go to the next diagonal? Well, we can have a nested for loop, and every time we are iterating the corresponding value at the current row and the current row plus the current column. So let's say that J is at index 1. Now we can do the same. We are iterating rows from index 0 up to the amount of rows. So first the I pointer is at index 0. Now we are looking at grid at row 0, column 0 plus 1, which corresponds to H. Next, I is here at index 1. So we are looking at grid at row 1, column 1 plus 1, which corresponds to this value. Next, we are here, so we are looking at row 2, column 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1 is 3, and this corresponds to R. And there are basically 2 ways to code this up. One is you can build this entire grid, and the other one is we can work with the string that we are given directly. So let's say that we want to work with this string. Now the question is, how can we translate positions in the grid to the corresponding positions in the string that we are given? Let's take this one, for example. We are looking at row 1, column 1. And this would correspond to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see here in the string, we have an I at position number 5. Okay, so we know that this is at row 1, column 1. How do we know that this is at position 5 in the string that we are given? Well, we can take the current row, in this case 1, times the amount of columns in the grid, in this case 4, and now we need to add the current column. 1 times 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. Why? Well, because with this part we are counting these 4 cells, and we need to add 1 for the current column. So we are counting this cell, and that's how we end up at position number 5 in this string. Time and space complexity for the solution is big O of n because we need to iterate every character in the string that we're given and we need to build the result. So now let's see how to code this up. First, n is the length of encoded text. The number of columns is equal to the total number of characters divided the amount of rows. Result is initially an empty string, and now we can iterate every column. Now from each of these we are iterating as many rows as possible. So for I in range the amount of rows, we can say result plus equal encoded text, and remember how we get the position in the original text. We take the current row times the total number of columns plus j plus I. Why j plus I? Well, remember that we need to take the value in read I plus j. Okay, this part corresponds to this part, and I corresponds to I times the amount of columns. After doing this, we can return result.writeStrip because we need to remove trailing spaces, and we are missing something. This could be out of bounds, and more specifically I plus j could be out of bounds because, well, we are iterating I in range rows. So here we can say if I plus j is greater or equal to the amount of columns, we just break this loop. Okay, now we are avoiding problems. This is the entire code. Now let's submit this and see if it works. As you can see, this works and it's efficient. So if you found this useful, please drop a like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.